Chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum and Governor of Ekiti State, Kayode Fayemi, says to achieve stable democratic governance and national integration, the exemplary leadership styles of late Malam Aminu Kano, who laid a solid foundation for good governance and national cohesion during his lifetime, should be emulated. Now, he said this at the 21st anniversary of Mubaya House held in Kano State. Trust TV correspondent Idris Jibreen report that the program is organized to remember the life and time of late Malam Aminu Kano. Take a look.
It is the 21st anniversary of Aminu Kano Center for Democratic Studies, Mubaya House, and these politicians, educationists, religious and community leaders are all here to pay tribute to the late Kano's politician. The aim of the program focuses on democracy, good governance, and the question of national integration, which is said to be the main areas of late Aminu Kano's concern during his lifetime. According to Governor Fayemi, Malam Aminu Kano has over his lifetime maintained a policy of good governance and national integration despite the Nigeria's political division.
We can borrow a leaf from the late Malam Aminu Kano and resolve that as part and parcel of the bargain of being a citizen of Nigeria, we will strive to design universal social policies that will enable the generality of our people to renew their faith in the country and their government. Universal access to education should be accompanied by a system of universal health care. It should be underpinned with a national strategy that defines employment creation as a priority concern of public policy. Enhanced efforts at boosting domestic resource mobilization will need to be accompanied by deliberate measures at redistribution designed to reduce wealth, income, gender, and intergenerational inequalities.
In order to ensure good governance and national integration, there is the need for a collaborative effort to not only emulate but also put into action the teachings and guidance of Malam Aminu Kano through ensuring prosperity by keeping tribes and religious differences aside.
As a country, we have continued to invest in improving our democratic process and systems to ensure the votes of our citizens truly count. So sometimes we Nigerians do not give ourselves enough credit for the successes we have achieved from 1999 to date. As I look around this room, I'm very happy to see people from different political parties and different parts of the country. What makes me prouder is despite our political, tribal, and religious differences, we are all friends. We are all brothers, and we are all strong believers in settling our differences through ballot, not violence.
To continue sustaining Mubaya House in Kano is to continue paying tribute to the very many achievements of Malam Aminu Kano, not only in areas of democracy and good governance, but in all aspects of human life. Idris Jibreen, Trust TV News, Kano.
All right, now let's take a look at Trust TV Business Roundup.
Welcome to Business News on Trust TV. I am Chamon Dabeng. Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC's) latest report shows that Nigeria got no revenue from crude oil export in the month of October, despite an average daily oil production of 1.417 million barrels in the month of September. NNPC, in its reports to the Federation Account Allocation Committee, FAC, released at the weekend, said petrol subsidy for October is 199 billion naira. The corporation said the amount would be deducted from November revenue due to FAC in December, adding that the overall NNPC crude oil lifting of 11.49 million barrels, export and domestic crude, in September 2021 recorded 98.5% increase, with Nigeria recording 1.417 million daily production in September. On export of crude oil, the report said no crude oil export revenue for the month, while domestic gas and other receipts in the month stands at 6.78 billion naira. National Bureau of Statistics on Monday says the total foreign trade in Nigeria rose to 13.3 trillion naira in the third quarter of the year. The Statistician General of the Federation, Simon Harry, stated this during a press briefing on the third quarter foreign trade report held in Abuja. He said the 13.3 trillion naira trade comprises of 8.2 trillion naira imports and 5.1 trillion naira exports, resulting in a trade deficit of 3.03 trillion naira. The latest figure shows that Nigeria's imports expenditure grew by 1.3 trillion naira from 6.95 trillion naira recorded in the second quarter of 2021, while the rise in imports is driven majorly by an increase in the importation of commodities such as motor spirits, gas oil, imported motorcycles and cycles, among others. Soil Science Society of Nigeria, SSSN, says at least $27.3 billion is lost annually to salinity-induced soil degradation around the world. The president of SSSN, Bashiru Raji, represented by his deputy, Damishian Asawalam, stated this at a press briefing organized by the group to mark this year's World Soil Day. Raji described soil salinization as a major land degradation process that reduces soil fertility and promotes desertification processes in dry land. The World Bank estimates that soil salinization due to inappropriate irrigation practices affects about 60 million hectares of land and advocated the adoption of sustainable farming systems adapted to saline and sodic environments, while encouraging people to avoid unsustainable practices that could lead to soil salinization. There are indices that the prices of liquefied petroleum gas LPG, commonly known as cooking gas, may rise further as supplies drop by 5.5% to 85,066.546 metric tons in September from 90,017.002 metric tons recorded in August 2021. Currently, 12.5 kg costs 8,500 naira, but could rise further between 9,000 and 10,000 during the festive season. Reacting to the limited supply of LPG, the President Nigeria LPG Association, Nuhu Yakubu, who noted that the sector is still constrained by some problems, especially foreign exchange, high prices and instability, said the association has been engaging with relevant agencies with a view to addressing the issues. Women farmers under the aegis of Small-Scale Women Farmers Organization in Nigeria, SWOFON, has urged the federal government to commence food voucher intervention to tackle current food crisis in the country. This is part of the recommendations contained in a communique signed by the national president of the association, Mary Afan. This is a part of the recommendation contained in a communique signed by the national president of the association, Mary Afan, after a two-day small-scale women farmers organization in Nigeria, SWOFON National Advocacy Forum held in Abuja. She said the communique made the recommendation based on its report that 12.8 million people in 16 northern states of Adamawa, Bauchi, Benue, Borno, Gombe, Jigawa, Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, Kebbi, Niger, Plateau, Taraba, Sokoto, Yobe, Zamfara, and the FCT are currently faced with food and nutrition insecurity due to climate change, insecurity, farmers and herder clashes, and the COVID-19 pandemic. The communique further stated that apart from the 16 northern states, other states are also faced with food and nutrition insecurity due to similar factors earlier mentioned, while food and nutrition insecurity is made worse by post-harvest losses of about 3.5 trillion naira annually. That's all for Business News on Trust TV. I am Chamun Dabeng.
All right, let's also now have a look at sports update as put together by Adeni Ajishafe on the program.
The shortlist for the BBC Africa Sports Personality of the Year 2021 award has been announced, with no Nigerian making the top 6 nominees. The 6 contenders for the accolade were chosen by a panel of journalists from Africa and the United Kingdom. The panel selected a shortlist based on the best African sporting achievements on the international stage between January and September 2021. The impact of the person's achievement beyond the particular sport was also taken into account. The nominees are Kenyan athletes Eliud Kipchoge and Faith Kipyegon, South African para-athlete Ntando Mahlangu, Namibian athlete Christine Mboma, Senegalese footballer Edouard Mendy, and South African swimmer Tatiana Shoemaker. The winner of the award will be announced on Friday, 7th January 2022. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen head into a winner-takes-all championship decider in Abu Dhabi this Sunday after Hamilton emerged victorious in the just-concluded action-packed Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. In a race packed full of controversy and incident, Verstappen and Hamilton had no less than 4 flashpoints between them, including a collision. The Red Bull driver was found guilty in 2 separate incidents and handed penalties for dangerous and unfair driving, totaling 15 seconds of race time in all. Both drivers are tied on 369 points heading into the final race of the season. But if both racers fail to finish the race, Verstappen will be crowned champion as he has 9 wins to Hamilton's 8 over the course of the season. The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix will be held on December 12th. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has said he's not worried about Mohamed Salah's future at the club amid reports linking the forward with a move to Barcelona. Salah's existing deal at Anfield runs out in June 2023, and he previously said he wants to extend his stay at the club but claimed his future was not in his hands.
All right, there you have it. Sports updates put together by Ibrahim. Now, with that, we've come to the end of the Daybreak show for today. We hope that you join us tomorrow again on the program.
It's been quite an interesting, discussion today.
In case you've missed, you can always catch up on our YouTube and also follow us across all social media handles for other, contents. Have a lot of analysis and discussions on sports, on business, and even news and current affairs, generally. So thank you for watching the show. My name is Ayuba Ilya.
And I'm Zainab Bara. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.